Hey, all. Welcome to today's lesson. Now, we're going to call Elections Have Consequences, Part 2. This morning, the House Subcommittee on Judicial Overreach had a hearing. They invited Newt Gingrich to answer questions. It was chaired by Darrell Issa, who also invited in James Comer and Jim Jordan to participate in the questioning. The Democrats also brought in this liberal, whack-job, left-wing legal professor to answer their questions the way they wanted to answer. But the truth is that Newt Gingrich, former House Speaker, is a constitutional expert. He's taught the subject, he's lived the subject, and he was Speaker of the House for many, many years.
There is clearly a potential constitutional crisis involving the judicial branch's effort to fully override the legislative and executive branches. 15 district judges effectively seized control of various executive branch duties in the first 6 weeks of the current presidency through nationwide injunctions. This is potentially a judicial coup d'etat. It clearly violates the Constitution and more than 200 years of American history. To set the stage for this hearing, let me mention 12 former federal judges appointed by President John Adams: Richard Bassett, Egbert Benson, Benjamin Bourne, William Griffith, Samuel Hitchcock, Philip Barton Kay, Jeremiah Smith, George Keith Taylor, Oliver Wilcott Jr., Williams McClung, Charles McGill, and Williams Tillman. President Adams appointed these federal judges on his way out of office to hamstring the incoming President Thomas Jefferson's agenda. President Jefferson concluded that impeaching the judges would take too much time. He and the Congress simply abolished the courts in which they served via the Judiciary Act of 1802. This is a constitutional balance of power. The legislative and executive branches can reshape the judiciary branch. It is a useful reminder in considering the current situation. Unelected lower court judges have been steadily grabbing power for years. It was such an obvious threat that in 2012, Vince Haley and I wrote, "Bringing the Court Back Under the Constitution." It is an historic study which I am submitting for the record.
Now, Newt Gingrich is one of the smartest people that I've heard speak on this topic. And his words should be adhered to. It should be given deference over these Democrats who are making all kinds of these outlandish accusations against Trump. The truth is that most of these issues, like immigration, the district judges, even federal judges, have no jurisdiction on this.
Elections have consequences.
Fucking A.
That's it.
Hello, hello.
Hello.